Welcome to WineWire, everyone, and welcome to the place where you can find wines you only find in restaurants. Now, this is obviously not our usual studio, and this is obviously not Nelson. So let me bring you on a couple of things here. We're going to be doing a little bit of a show that we've been wanting to do for a long time. This is going to be the quote-unquote wine and meat show, but we like to go big here at WineWire, and we are with Cynthia Beretta from Beretta Farms. Now, Beretta Farms is the largest supplier of natural and organic meat in the province of Ontario. We're up at their farm in King City, one of a few properties you have, but up at their farm in King City. And, you know, I figure if we're going to talk about meat, we might as well talk about the place it comes from. So, Cynthia.
And taste,
of course. We do have some beautiful food in front of us with some wine, so we're going to be doing some tasting and eating as well. And just to give you an idea, it is a farm, and we were here very early in the morning, very early to be drinking wine and eating meat. But, Cynthia, tell us a little bit about Beretta, because you've been, not only the largest, but you've been around for a fair amount of time right now.
Yes,
you've been around for a while.
So, Beretta Farms is still a family-run business. We have been in business for almost 23 years. I don't know how 23 years of your life goes by that quickly, but it does.
Yeah.
When we started 23 years ago, we were probably the only, I would say, retail organic meat place in the province.
Yeah.
At that time, you could find organic meat if you knew a farmer, if you went to their farmyard and bought directly from them. Maybe, even farmers markets were pretty tough to find at that time, especially with an organic theme at that time.
Right.
So we started out, just Mike and I, my husband and I, and we started out with pigs, actually. It wasn't even beef.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband had a real passion for pigs. And so we started out selling to family and friends, pork. And then we slowly got into the beef business as time progressed. We moved to this farm in King City about 15 years ago. I would say 15 years ago we moved here. And at that time, then we bought a lot of cattle. And I started going into small health food stores and really, introducing them to who we were, what we were doing. I started doing farmers markets at, I think I did the Riverdale Farmers Market. It was one of the very first organic markets in the city. And, meeting people, and it was all word of mouth how we grew our business. And
well, that's exactly. That's just the greatest part about something like this is the word of mouth, because the quality stands for something. And having people say, "Hey, I had this great piece of meat, and you can get it," and all of a sudden, it starts to snowball.
To pick up, and they're like all of our foot soldiers and our brand ambassadors, and it's great because they enjoy it, and then they tell you about the product, they tell their other friends about it, and that's how we've grown the business.
But you now have a pretty full line of different. You have beef, you have pork, you have bison. I saw.
Yes, we do.
You have turkey.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
Chicken. We do a full line of nitrate-free deli meats.
Oh, really?
We do nitrate-free hot dogs. We do gluten-free hamburgers. We have a full line right now, so we're very fortunate.
Okay.
And not only are we a full line of species, we're also a full line of we offer a certified organic product, a certified organic grass-fed product, and then also an antibiotic-free, hormone-free product. So perfect segue, because one of the questions I wanted to ask, which is something that you kind of think but until you actually hear the real definition. Now, there's several different types of, let's stick with beef. Sure. So you have your grass-fed, you have your organic, you have your natural. But what do they actually mean? That's the most important thing. It's very confusing for the consumer, especially how things are marketed. Mm-hmm. It can be very misleading. Mm-hmm. And so, I'll go into some detail. If you really want the full list of details, our website is very informative, and you can get. And I'm going to give the Beretta website is actually going to appear right now, right on the screen right now. So you can check out everything. If they want to go into more detail, definitely it's www.berettafarms.com. Yep. Okay, so basically, though, I would say the cream of the crop is probably certified organic grass-fed beef, I would say. Okay. Now, I say that that's probably the most healthy product out there for you as far as what human beings should probably be consuming. Sure. Because cattle are really only naturally supposed to eat grass, and it's the easiest thing on their systems. Mm-hmm. What grass-fed doesn't provide, though, is any sort of fat. And fat in the food world adds a lot of flavor. I have a sign in my office that says, "Food without fat is like life without love."
That's pretty apt. Okay.
So certified organic grass-fed is, it's they've only ever eaten grass, organic grass, so it's never been sprayed with any chemical fertilizers, no antibiotics, no hormones. The animal husbandry, they are out on grass all year long. Even in the winter in Ontario, they have access to outside, but they're only ever fed hay.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the cream of the crop.
Okay.
Then the next one, I would say under that, is your certified organic. They are still grass-fed. They still are on pasture all summer long. They get hay all winter, but they also do get a supplement of grains.
Okay.
So which grain adds fat.
So really, it's the intake of whatever they're eating is part of the sort of like the
yes.
I don't know the definition.
The definition.
I don't want to say certification because that's kind of a loaded word.
The definition of what goes into that product.
So what would just be grass-fed then?
Grass-fed is just like they're only ever fed grass.
But it's
from start to finish.
No longer organic, but
Oh, still organic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can, but you can also have a grass-fed product that is not organic. And so the difference there would be if you buy, let's say, I don't know, you go to a butcher shop and they have grass-fed or grass-fed beef.
Yeah.
It would be that animal has only ever fed grass. So from grass in the summer to hay in the winter. It wouldn't necessarily mean that land has been certified organic and or that the hay that they're feeding is certified organic. Okay. So that's the difference there.
So at least you have an appreciation of kind of what goes into the definition of each. And then as a consumer, you can make the decision of what style of beef you want to buy.
I like that. What style?
It's kind of like, it's whether you want the green jacket or the blue jacket.
There we go.
So, without much ado, we have some wonderful food in front of us.
Yes, we do.
Courtesy of Beretta. We also have a nice wine. But why don't we talk about the food first, what we're about to eat, and then I'll talk about the wine pairing that I chose for this little feast.
So we are going to consume
some
lovely certified organic beef tenderloin.
Okay.
With some grilled vegetables, some roasted purple potatoes, and some lovely grilled roasted tomatoes. So, this is one of my favorite cuts. It's a very lean cut of beef, very healthy for you. You don't have to eat a whole lot of it, and it's incredibly flavorful. And I'm betting it goes really, really well with this wine.
But before we videotaped, you admitted what your favorite cut is.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
So my favorite cut is a bone-in prime rib steak.
Okay.
Because it's got fat.
Yeah,
and it adds a lot of flavor.
Well, listen, I brought a wine that I thought would be a little bit kind of an interesting wine. So this is a wine from Portugal. This is the Falgarosso from the Douro. It is from the same region that produces all port, really, from the Douro. And it's made from grapes that actually go into port. Touriga Nacional and Touriga Franca. A few other grapes that are escaping me right now, but you can look on our website for what they are. I can't remember everything. It's a great one, really reasonable price. It's just under $20 a bottle. Comes in cases of 12. But most importantly, it's not a Cabernet. It's not a Bordeaux. It's something a little bit different, which shows that you can have a lot of flexibility. So, what do you want to do first? You want to drink? Or you want to eat?
You tell me. You're the wine man, so I don't know. Which one do I do
let's
first?
Try. I always taste the wine first, but let's taste the.
Let's try the beef. Okay.
So this.
How is it? How are we
really
doing?
Good.
Is it yummy?
Yeah, it's really tender too. But you're right. It's pretty lean. Okay, so let's give it the. Now I got food in my mouth, and I'm gonna try some wine. So Douro, producing wines with a lot of black fruit, a little bit of red berry in there as well. But very kind of fragrant. It's not a deep brooding one. It's more of a fun one. Wow. So on the palate, lots of bright black fruit and red fruit. Not so super tannic, but it's interesting. For me, it's always been, the interplay between wine and meat has always been, if you have a really kind of big wine, the proteins in the meat break down the tannins, and that kind of makes them sort of intermix really, really well. But you have a leaner type cut of meat,
right,
and a less tannic wine.
Right.
What do you think?
They taste lovely together.
Yeah.
But I'm probably very easy to please. I don't.
Well, listen.
But it's lovely.
please, I mean, I hope you learned a little bit about Beretta Farms and what they stand for and the different types of beef options out there. As you can see, nothing fancy here. Just really home-cooked, beautifully done beef with a really kind of a nice wine that is accessible, that's not expensive, can provide a really, really nice experience. And we're outside today. There's nothing better than eating outside.
Yes.
So if you can think of a better way to spend an evening with meat and wine, you let me know.
Bring it on.
You let us know. Guys, thanks so much for coming, for watching today. Again, we're at Beretta Farms. Please check out their website at www.berettafarms.com. Cynthia, thank you so much for letting us on the farm. And I got to tell you,
pleasure.
There's nothing better than this.
Good.
I mean, look at the background. Look where we are.
There we go.
So we're back in a couple more days with a brand new episode of WineWire TV. Until then, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, facebook.com/WineWire. Our Twitter handle is at WineWireCA. You got Twitter too, don't you?
Yes, we do.
What is it? You don't remember, do you?
No, sorry.
It'll be on the screen right now.
It will be.
You can check it out, Mike. Don't worry, we've done a lot of stuff today, so don't falter for forgetting the Twitter handle.
Gosh, sorry, I'm terrible.
It's okay. We'll get it on the screen. Any last words?
No, just to really regurgitate what you said. Simple ingredients, make a quality, lovely meal. That's all you need. It's just simple, quality ingredients, and we have them here.
Perfect. Well, listen, we're going to turn the camera off now, and we're going to eat the rest of this food, and you do not want to watch me eat because it is quite horrific. So we're back in a couple more days. We'll see you soon. Until then, enjoy the farm, enjoy the weekend, and enjoy a little bit of beef in your life.